Today's edition of Mac Voices is supported by MacVoices Magazine, our free Flipboard magazine that brings you some of the best Mac, iPhone, and iPad productivity tips on the web. High in signal, low in noise, just like MacVoices, MacVoices Magazine includes information on how you can get more out of your Apple technology. Subscribe at MacVoices.com/magazine or search for MacVoices Magazine on Flipboard. Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner, and this is a MacVoices update. Folks, this is not the MacVoices briefing I had planned to publish today. This is not even an update that I've been planning to do for some time, trying to bring you up to speed on what's going on with MacVoices and some changes that I want to make going forward. This is a briefing to kind of let you know what's going on and why I may have appeared to disappear. Earlier this week, 2 of my email accounts got hacked at my domain name registrar. It was one of those cases where it was a fairly sophisticated hack, but the accounts were compromised. The registrar caught it very quickly. I also caught it fairly quickly, but not before the damage was done. What ended up happening was that first, they got into my Twitter account and have marked it private, apparently deleted all the messages, and it's just sitting right there right now. So it's still there, but I just can't do anything with it. I've emailed Twitter and waiting for them to get back to me. So if Twitter, if you're out there or anyone knows anyone at Twitter that could help me get things back on track, I'd really appreciate it. The second thing that happened was they tried to get into my Apple account. That one they were unsuccessful. And they also apparently did something with MailChimp. I'm not quite sure about this one, but the last MacVoices dispatch did not go out because apparently, according to an automated software check, something violated their terms of service. There was nothing in the last newsletter that was any different than anything I've done before, at least as far as I know. So I'm thinking that maybe this also had something to do with the hack, but I'm not sure. So same thing. If you work at MailChimp or know somebody at MailChimp or MailChimp, if you're listening, please get in touch with me. I can be found right now at chuck@macvoices.com. That account is back under my control. I need some help getting everything back up and running. In the meantime, what you can do to stay in touch with me or contact me is join the MacVoices group Facebook page. Or also, there is an @MacVoices identity on Twitter where I post show information and can respond there as well. Sorry about the little blip here. It's just kind of the way it goes. It also is a good lesson for you and for me, because I thought that I had everything pretty much locked down with two-factor authentication. Somehow, my personal Twitter account did not get locked down in that way, and that's why they were able to change the passwords, redirect the email, and take control. I just missed it. So this is a great time for you to stop right now, hit pause, and go check all your critical accounts. And then 10 minutes later, go check all your accounts and make sure two-factor authentication is turned on. The good news is that this was not a simple password hack where I had used an insecure password. It was just one of those things that happened kind of above my level, and there was nothing I could do about it. One thing that I was very impressed with, the domain name registrar contacted me by phone, not email or text or anything. They called me, explained what happened. We went through all the details and are trying to work it all out. So I want to commend them and thank them for their work on this. It was a failure on my part. I thought it was done. It was not. So I encourage you to go, number one, check your two-factor authentication. Definitely check your passwords, because I can tell you the amount of time this has chewed up this week has been horrible. So that's one reason that there was a little interruption in the MacVoices programming. Hope to have things back to normal, at least from a programming standpoint, next week. We will get the dispatch back online ASAP, and hopefully my Twitter account will also get straightened out pretty quickly as well. In the meantime, if there's anything else you need, there's a contact form on the MacVoices site. Use that, or chuck@macvoices.com will get you there. Or again, the MacVoices Facebook page and the MacVoices identity on Twitter @MacVoices. Follow that, and if you need anything, and we'll go from there. Hopefully things will be back to normal next week. Until then, thanks for listening, thanks for watching. Check that two-factor authentication and check your passwords. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes, links to subscribe, and to connect with Chuck on Twitter, Google+, Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo, SoundCloud, the MacVoices blog, the MacVoices Dispatch, our weekly newsletter, and on MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard that helps you do more with your Apple tech. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.